Okay, there we go. HoppyBrewer 685 MMR to Ark 614 MMR. Hoppy's gone up a little bit in MMR, or Ark went down a little bit because when I made this game, hold on, I'm curious. When I made this game, what was the MMRs? Oh God, they were messaging me earlier saying they're ready to go. Shit, I just saw it. I don't care. That other game was cool. So we're gonna get into the game, but I'm more curious right now. What were their MMRs when we made the game? I might be looking bad whatever I say. I mean, it's close either way, but... Yeah, so when I made the game, I knew it was closer. Hoppy, like Poppy, was 662 MMR, and Ark was 646. So we're jumping into it. Basically, what's happening here, it is GNL Bears from HoppyBrewer. HoppyBrewers. We're going to keep going back and forth, and someone's going to get mad at me for the way I say it. Versus Ark. Or Arkadecoin, but we're going with Ark. And we're going to shark for Ark, and he doesn't understand that. But there was a guy named Arkanator. You know, he used to play this game, and then he fucking disappeared. So I had to take his place as the carry of Team UMAD. But there was a guy named Ark, and everyone would bark for Ark. But then somehow it turned into shark for Ark, so... You can shark for Ark in, I guess, chat, but he's from Team Fiends with benefits. I would announce, like, we have a lot of the website set up, but the guy who set up the website heard Fiends with benefits, but instead wrote friends with benefits everywhere. So we got to fix that. Also, we need to put a few more icons around, but the website's basically up if you guys want to check for the scores. So, what do we got? We got an FS grunt opening to a DK opening, but he's going for a very, very quick Narub tower. And not a second Zig. Now a second Zig. Okay, this was, Arcade could definitely clean that one up. But, he's gonna have a quick Narub, that's for sure. But Hoppy's not even harassing. He's going in for this. Ooh, no, the Purge. There is a way to proc this Purge so it doesn't screw with your Wolves, but it didn't happen this time, so one Purge going out on the Wolves. Rip. Yeah, I'm not too worried about positioning of buildings. It's more about just building them. I know Hoppy was asking for a bit of help, and we all said no in chat. No, I think Dark was helping out Hoppy, our resident orc. Oh, by the way, can someone post in Gym? Or Yim, if you're apparently from Europe. Can you guys post in Gym that this is happening? Alright, so Ark went for an easy front creep. Hoppy went for the back creep first, now he's going up front. These are both, they both went for the non-consumable. They're both doing basically the same creep route, but I kind of like Hoppy's a little bit more, because now he's out here already. I'm not sure what Ark plans on doing after this. He is going into Fiends. Alright, all on tier 1. That's definitely not normal. But, I gotta say, Ark has 68 games, okay? So that means Ark is winning games when he has a scuffed build. And I don't mean that in the mean way. I mean that as a compliment. His build is bad. It is. It just is, okay? Let's get that out of the way. I can speak more about Ark than I can about Hoppy because I'm not an Orc player. I mean, he kind of followed a build, though. Let's, you know, he went one grunt into HH. That's very standard. But, Ark is still tier 1. He's getting a graveyard. I'm not sure what he's doing, but the fact of the matter is he's still winning games even with a messed up build order, which means he's doing something else right. Which maybe it's micro. It's like he didn't lose a grunt to a creep, right? So he's doing something else to win games, and it's not his build. Meanwhile, I know Hoppy was really working on his build, creeping and stuff like that, so now he's getting a quick level 3, which may pay in dividends if he No, it doesn't pay in dividends if you don't use it. He had level 3, but he didn't use it. Now he got the wolves, but he summoned level 1 wolves instead of crit wolves. So Hoppy is going to lose 2 HH at least. And Ark is going to be happy with that. You know, this is what I mean. He does other things right. Like this. He found Hoppy. He's taken out 3 HH. Hoppy is just going for the DK, which is definitely not the right move. He's got a micro back. Oh, no. Everything's getting murdered. Undead is imbalanced. So we're going into Fiends.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, I feel like Big Lunch might be for Ark. He might be sharding right now for Ark. So, honestly, that could have gone very well for Hoppy, but it does require a little bit of more micro than the Undead, frankly. You know, you gotta kite, and you really needed those level 3 crit wolves. He got the quick wolves. That was smart of him, right? But then he didn't use it. So now he's going for the middle creep. He's got to be careful because these things hit friggin' hard. He may lose an HH unless he's not doing it. A little bit late there. He could get a good item though. Ark went for double Narub towers. That is a lot of freezing rain coming out at people. Alright, Mana Stone. He's got to pick that up before Ark. No! Oh my god, nothing is going right. Why do I feel like Ark has a lot of fans that... I always love when people come from like other communities, because Ark is clearly from some group. And you get like all the stands for him. There was someone else last season that used to have like 20 people show up for him and then disappear and never come back until the next time he plays. We're streamer bros? Got it. I don't have streamer bros, I have streamer frenemies.
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, he did scout, wanted to see if there was an expo. That's nice from Ark. So he's keeping the HH numbers down, and honestly, he's got a lot of good items right there. That's plus 13 damage. That'll be right on the Lich. I'm curious what Ark's plan is to follow it up by keeping the HH numbers down. Oh no, and Hoppy is also supply stuck. By keeping the HH numbers down, he's gonna have an easier time later game. But you also sometimes you're like, fuck yeah, I just killed all these HH, and then like 10 minutes later, they have 74 HH. Dude. Okay, Hoppy. I was about to say, you don't like picking up items. Also, thank you for the follow. Nesnar. Which one's my bear? That can be taken multiple different ways. Alright, what is the plan for Hoppy? Wyvern. I don't know, is he going... Wyvern, or is he going one Wyvern just to be annoying and make the guy get web? I'm gonna go with one Wyvern, but he might just be going HH Wyvern. I've seen that. I like he's keeping track of them, which is good. The question is, well, okay, he's not gonna start the creep. Ark, I was gonna say, is he gonna start the creep before Hoppy comes in? He has no healing. He has no healing. He needs to back the fuck up. He can get nuked. Oh, no. So close. He was 3 life away from getting out of that. Because 140 damage, that is the cap. So, yeah, nothing's going right for Hoppy. Like I said, Ark has a scuffed build, but he does something right. And that's killing the other guy. These are some offensive burrows, though, so Ark has to be careful. He is microing well. You never know. Ark could just be Kadar, Kappa. Alright, I guess he's going Wyvern now. Or is he? That's gonna die. Yeah, that's gonna die. He did lose quite a bit there. It is 41 food now for Ark. People are totally sharding for Ark. You know, the whole shard for Ark thing makes more sense if you know the context that his like wife or girlfriend, I think it's wife, name is Pink Poop. But that's the other Ark, not Ark that's in game right now. But that's how pooping for Ark became a thing, just for the record. We don't actually just shard for Ark. Wait, what? You never heard that? You thought we were all just pooping for Ark for no reason? And I'm the weird one.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Hoppy is going tier tree, if he's Night Elf. He's got 2-0 upgrades. And Ark is still on 2 heroes, so there's no, like, DR there. Ooh, he got a Shredder? Okay. He's pulling all the boys. I guess it's go time for him? Gotta remember, the army is slight. I mean, this is a big army. It really is. But the army is slightly deceiving because that's 4 food right there. He is going for some Wyvern. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
He has a TP. He's trying to get level 3 on the TC, but he's taking small camps right now. And he's on the wrong side of the map. And Ark is also ready in case Hoppy decides just to try and go into the base. He's got towers up. Alright, where is his TP? Good, it's in the back. He needs to load up these burrows, and he needs to start spitting out arrows. Oh god, he's just aiming the hero. Night? Okay, that was a... No, that's not nice anymore. Oh god, he's just getting aimed down. I was gonna say, that was a nice stomp, and then he went forward. None of the burrows are fighting! Alright. Guys, I'm gonna just say it. I think, nothing went right for Hoppy this game. Ark. Everything went right for him. He played very well. And if he works on his base at the beginning, he's going to go up in MMR real quick. Okay, we're in. I am more curious, what is Hoppy's... Like, how many games has he played? It's always interesting to see, like, because they're both relatively new, right? So it's always curious to see, like, Ark started in season 20, so he's gotten in plenty of games. But I'm trying to find Hoppy's profile. Hoppy has only 29 games. But he's been beaten. He's been beating some 700 MMR players. So I think, honestly, Hoppy just had a miserable time from the start. If he gets a stronger opening, or can look a lot different. A lot different. So we're going to have to see how that one goes. What, you don't like sharding for Ark, Lucker? Is that an issue with you? I don't know what we're waiting for, by the way. All right. I was just telling him I'm good whenever. Because higher MMR players just ignore me. Most people ignore me. But higher MMR players just ignore me and start the game. But, yeah. Not always. Alright, we're going into game 2. This is Hoppy's map pick. We're going Concealed Hill. Which... I don't know why he picked it. I'm trying to think. Like, it's not a bad map. Oh, God damn it, I was supposed to go turn on my clothes again. It's not a bad map at all. Like, but I'm curious if he has, like, a reason behind it, right? Like, he has a plan. Or if it's just he really likes this map. Which, honestly, really liking the map is a goddamn good reason. I gotta update the score. Ark. Listen, guys. So, new backstory for Ark. Ark is actually Arkanator, the Night Elf who's 2400. But he decided to try a real race undead, so he's actually 700 MMR now. So we got Ark as the undead, up 1-0. He does have a little game sense. He doesn't just rely on a fucking DH. So he was able to take out HoppyBrewer in game 1. But if Hoppy gets a better start, I think he can roll. Okay? It might be a little biased. I might be biased for Hoppy. Once again, we're going to have to see. He's cute. Okay, so Ark. The build. If you watch this back, cancel this ghoul right here. Get another. Well, cancel both of these ghouls. At 15 food, you're going to get a second Zig. There's going to be a little bit of a delay, right? There's a little bit of a delay getting another ghoul. But then you can keep going. When your second Zig is up, or even when it's still going up, you can find a time to make a roof tower. It'll slim out your build. It'll make it a little bit better. Alright, so a lot of the same for Hoppy. He's going for the one grunt, which just kind of helps. It's something else beefy up front, helps creep at the beginning. I like it for like a newer player for sure. And Ark is going south. So he's going for the super easy creep unless he's...
Are under attack.
Whoa, okay, yeah. Wait, whoa, what? He's going way out here. Okay. Not exactly a fan. This is what I mean. I think Ark wins because of, like, his style of play and game sense. But this is so out of your way, Ark, that you're hurting yourself. You could have just taken this, and then taken this, and been level 2. But instead, you're all the way out here. I guess you can go for this next, but it's still such a walk. And if the undead went to your base right now, you die. On the other hand, Hoppy took a lot of damage on this one grunt, which I'm not exactly a fan of. You know, might die. That's bad. You also got to keep on making some HH. You might want to get a shop soon. He's saving those for the Lich. Possibly. But I'm still not a fan. Because early game, if an HH, or excuse me, if an FS walks in your base, that's not the beginning of a joke. It's the end of you. He's going to ruin your tech. Although, Ark ain't teching, so the fuck do I know? Alright, we got level 2. He's going for the harass. Last game, Hoppy lost a fuck ton. Right at this point. However, this time he's getting the free shots at the start. That's a dead... God damn it, that should be a dead ghoul. It's not a dead ghoul. Feels bad, man. He's got to be careful. He does not want to get his... He's got to micro these HH. I mean, I don't really care about the grunt, to be honest. Okay, well, I do kind of care about the grunt, but no. Ghoul lives do not matter, okay? They're fucking dead. They're dead things, okay? It's kind of like foot people's lives don't matter. But that's because
A
human
player's
has
forces
infinite
are under
resources. Alright. So now Hoppy is looking for the green. Okay. Fucking big brain Ark knew Hoppy was going to be looking for creeps on his side of the map, and he was like, alright, I'm going to take all the ones where we all know Ark's going to go. Oh my god. This might be horrible. This is going to be horrible. Ow! No! Hoppy, no! Oh my fucking god. I hope this wasn't part of the game plan.
Player's forces are under attack.
Alright, we're blaming Dark for this game. Oh no. And he's just following the HH back. That's going to be a nuke. Could be worse. What are you going to say? You could have lost all of his HH?
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, let's put it this way. Dark taught Hobby. Alright? We're going to blame Dark. Dark is the head of Phantom Aces. And as you notice, Soen can't win a fucking tournament either, and he's also an orc, so maybe he learned from Dark as well. Nah. Yeah, that was just really unfortunate. Hoppy doesn't have many games under his belt. He probably didn't realize the creep was as strong as it is. So he tried to go for it, but that is one of the more brutal creeps on this map. Even this one, honestly, with what he has, probably was easier than this one due to the purge and poison. Now he's scared. But he should have just kept on going. Oh no, he crept like half of it. He doesn't... This is, guys, I don't mean this in a bad way, but this is why you gotta grind games. You realize what creeps you can and can't take, and you don't have to guess halfway through. Because this is really, I think, a lot to do with Hoppy just being unfamiliar with some of the creeps. Or overestimating or underestimating them. Or overestimating his army. I mean, HH are supposed to creep everything on the map. We do tell them that, so, you know, could be that. Alright, this is a big-ass army. For Ark. No, why? Wait, it's like TC is like, fuck this, I'm out, and just leaving the HH. Chasing him down, he's got his Lich out. It's a super late Lich because of all the units he gets early. That's a level 4. Is he going Aura? He is going Aura. So we got the one Wyvern. We got 2 Wyvern. What's a wind totem? Tam wind totem. So he's trying to go air. He's trying to go air off of 1 bestiary. If you are going to make multiple wind riders, get 2. I get it. You want HH first. But you can pump off of 2. I don't think Ark has web though, so... There's a shot. A slow shot. Alright. TC may go down. We got level 3. Yeah, okay, so the TC goes down, but it is level 1. Not the biggest deal. But now there's web. He had web that whole time. He just wasn't using it. He lured him into a false sense of security. I mean, he's got to be careful, though. All these... No, he aimed... He aimed the Lich. He needs to get some exit kills. He gets one. Alright, he got one Fiend on the way out. But somehow during all of that, Ark got an Expo. I didn't even see that. So 41 food to 37 food of Ark, right? But he's got an Expo. Ark wants to fight again, which I don't hate, but I think it's unnecessary given that you're getting an Expo. Oh shit, he's still tier 2.
Forces are under attack.
Alright, I don't know if Hoppy knows Ark was just right here. Alright, we got level 2. We got Stomp, which may help secure some kills, but right now this is not a fighting army. The Fiends are going to do work. That is a Wyvern down. That is 2 Wyvern down. No Fiends dead yet. He's getting some Skellies, but who cares about the Skellies at this point, right? Oh, no. Alright, I mean, look at this. He's going to get... Ark is staying a little bit too long. Keep going for the Fiends. Go for the Fiends. Just keep killing the Fiends. Okay, he's going for the hero. If he goes for the Fiends, he's not... He's going to kill some. Okay, he stomps. He gets a ghoul, basically. A TP for the DK. Now the Expo's up and running. He's going to be able to just pump Fiends. He is only doing it off of 1 crypt, though. And Hoppy is trying to tech the tier tree. What are we going to get? I mean... There is really no mana. He's got 1 coil, right? We heard a ghoul go down. Not a big deal, but now the Wyvern might get webbed. He's got to be careful about that. Oh, no, he's trying to Expo. You can't Expo. It's not done yet. This also ain't the time for you to Expo. He popped an invul. Okay, so he got webbed over units, so they got the Wyvern gets pulled over here. It's always weird like that. Yeah, it's just ain't, this ain't, like, Hoppy lost his critical mass, and now I think he's a little bit confused. Which I don't blame him. Alright, like, it's usually when you lose your critical mass, but... Yeah. Alright, he decided to save the Fiend. Which let the FS live. Now we got the tech to tier 3. Ark has plenty of resources. And 2 Fiends barely walk it out. 42 food to 27. This number is just going to grow exponentially as Ark continues to go up the food chain with an Expo, although there's only 4 on gold. And Hoppy knows about it. The problem is Hoppy doesn't know what the fuck to do about it. I don't blame him. He can't be nuked. Yeesh. I'm not a fan of the style Hoppy's trying to do with like half HH, half Wyvern. I feel like it's just not enough of anything. You know what I mean? Hoppy does have healing, but I think he's a little bit frazzled right now. Doesn't realize it's on the TC. Yeah, I think, like, you know, at this point it's kind of, it is Ark's game. If he loses this, that would be impressive. Let's put it that way. Gotta be careful that he doesn't come over here and like eat a fiend and just nuke the FS. Oh no, he's trapped. No. Nothing going Hoppy's way. Ark is cleaning up. This FS is probably next to die. One more or two more shots. He has a TP, but I mean, honestly, damn, you guys really sharp for Ark. So that was a convincing 2-0 for Mr. Ark. Not much to say. You just straight up, yeah, you won. Hoppy, I think Ark can work on his builds. His unit control is good, but he's got to work on his build. Meanwhile, Hoppy's build is fine, but he's got to work on getting the units up and his engagements. So if they put them together, they're going to be fucking amazing. But that was a good game. That was a good game by Ark. Good game by Hoppy. Ark takes the 2-0. And people say I rigged this league in my favor.